Hey Brush Monkeys, welcome back. This week we're starting in on Sister Cha-Cha Silencia. Here, I'm not sure where they come up with these names, but there you go. That's what she looks like. It's the sculpt. Looking pretty good. So, much like the rest of them, she's got kind of the same color scheme as the others. So I'm going to go ahead and pause here and get started putting on some base coats. No big surprises there. I've got her paint scheme all planned out on my guide here. And let's just get started, yeah? Alright, see you soon. Alright, we're back, and as you can see, I've blocked in all the main colors, the reds, whites, black, the skin tones. She's not showing as much skin as some of the rest of the figures in this series are, which is a little unusual. We really only see her face and the tops of her thighs. She's got these gauntlets on her hands. So I decided just to make the gauntlets stand out from the rest of all that black. I painted them red to kind of match the lining of her habit there. And along with shade washing the skin, I shade washed the reds. I used Druky Violet for that because I find that leaves kind of deeper, richer shadows than the Carroburg Crimson does. And I'll go back and highlight those with the Mephiston Red, and I think it will really make them pop really nicely. So yeah, she's got a start on her, and she's coming along pretty well. I think on the backs of the legs right there, and you can kind of see it on this leg too, although to a lesser degree, she's got armor plating down the legs. I thought at first it was just down the front of the leg, but apparently it's on the sides of the legs too. So apparently that everything from that little diamond cap over the knee down to the shoe is all armored. So I'm going to paint all that as steel when I get into doing the metallics. But for right now I'm going to take a break, let those shade washes dry, and then we'll come back and start highlighting some of this stuff. Alright, see you soon. Alright, Brush Monkeys, I made some progress on Sister Silencia here. I've layered the reds, layered the blacks. The black I highlighted really subtly. Normally I do highlight of Esh and Gray. This time I mixed Esh and Gray with a little bit of Army Painter Matte Black. And about a 2-to-1 mixture on that Esh and Gray to Matte Black. And that came out a lot more subtle. And I could see it's drying darker, but it's still leaving those kind of highlights on there. So that's cool. The reds are all highlighted, the whites are highlighted, her skin is highlighted. I'm not entirely happy with how her face is going, but I've got that shade washed, and so I'm going to let that dry a little bit longer. The highlights all looked really stark on it, and so I tried to do another shade wash to kind of tone them down and blend them in, and mix the Reikland Flesh shade with some Lamian Medium to kind of turn it into a glaze and not just a shade wash, so to darken everything. And did that on the exposed skin on the thighs too, because those are really bright. And that's certainly gotten them a little darker, so you can see her skin tone compared to mine. And then I went over the bullet belts around her with Wraithbone, because I'm going to do the snakebite leather on those before I paint the actual bullets. So that's how she's looking so far. I'm going to go ahead and do those contrast paints, and I'm going to take a break. And when we come back, we'll take a look at how she looks and start in on the metallics. Alright? I'll see you soon. Bye. Alright, Brush Monkeys, we're back, and I've got the metallics all done. And she's looking pretty good. I got that busted ass face fixed a little bit. When I painted the gun, I got this big black streak down the middle of her face and had to repaint the entire face. I also did something a little different on the boots. After going over all those little details on the habit and the little chains and the necklace, I decided I didn't want to have to line that gold on her boots like that, so it just seemed like way too much trouble to go through. So instead I got a little Golden Griffin. And with most dry brush paints, you want to get some on the brush, then wipe it off on a paper towel, and then go back and apply it to the figure. In this case, I just got some on the brush, put it right on the figure, full strength. So that's why she's got that bright gold trim on those boots. And it looks really, really good, I think. So now I've got some, I also got the base painted up. See, part of it's concrete, and then I got some metal there. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and wash all that with Agrax Earth Shade. Bring out some of those little dents and dings in the concrete and the texture on the metal here. And after this, once I get this all washed up, I'm going to take a break, let that dry, and then really the only thing left to do on her is going to be painting the base band and matte seal it, and she'll be done. And she's looking pretty awesome so far. So there you go. Got all the bullet belts painted up. Got the little chains on her hanging from her habit done. She's looking pretty badass. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let that dry, and then we'll paint the base band, do the dragon scale wax on the base band, and then I'm gonna call her done. So, before I forget, this Vallejo Game Color Extra Opaque Heavy Blue Gray is what I used to do the concrete on there. I think it's a great concrete color. Got that nice solid cement look to it. So yeah, take a break, and then we'll call her done. All right. See you soon. Bye. Alright, brush monkeys. I am calling Sister Cha-Cha Silencia here done. She is all matte sealed. Her base has got the metallic dragon scale wax on it. And she looks pretty good. I think she's ready to go join her sisters. I'm going to call her done for now. Pop that off of there. The next one we're going to be painting is Miss Sister Two Tricks Felicidad. That's her right there. And this one is a little bit interesting because it is the first one I've come across that actually had a mold problem with it, which I'll go into in the next video. But still looks pretty good, so I'm still going to go with it. I'm going to paint her next. Alright. In the meantime, thanks for joining us for another week, and I will see you next week. Bye. Hey Brush Monkeys, Tom from Flying Monkey Studios here. If you like what you see, click like down below. If you want to be notified when new videos come out, click subscribe. Both of those help me with my YouTube numbers and help support me doing what I do best. Speaking of which, if you want to support me more directly, you can visit my Patreon site and go on my Instagram page to see all the miniatures that I paint on this site and how to get your hands on one of your own if you want one. We're also on Facebook and Twitter. You can check both of those to see when new videos get posted. And visit my merch store at storefrontier.com/flymonkeystudios. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.